Today we are at the 2023 Washington, D.C. International Auto Show. We're going to see a whole bunch of insane supercars and a bunch of other cars as well, including the brand new Supra, Ford Bronco Raptor, Ford F-150 Raptor R, Jeep Wrangler 392, and a whole bunch of other insane cars, including these supercars and a few hypercars as well. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. So right here is basically the portion of the show that you guys are probably all here for. I know I'm definitely here for these cars as well, but we got two Rolls Royces down there, a bunch of Ferraris here. Definitely a fan of this Ferrari SF90 right here as well. Not really sure how I feel about the front end of this thing, but I definitely do like the rear. And of course they do have very good performance. I believe they're like 1,000 horsepower as well. Got a bunch of Aventadors here, a few SVJs at the end here as well. So definitely a very nice collection here of exotics. Here we can get another look at the SVJs right here. We got two SVJs and a few more Aventadors here as well. Definitely a fan of this kind of like neon green. Not sure what the exact color is called, maybe Verde Ithaca, I think that's what it might be called. But obviously the SVJs are very cool as well. Then down here we got a few more Aventadors. And I wanted to bring you guys back here and show you the rear view of the SF90 here, this blue one right here. I definitely am a very big fan of how these things look on the back. And you can see this one has a pretty funny license plate as well. Of course, LOL SVJ. I do believe that these things would beat an SVJ in a race, because like I said, I do think these have like 1,000 horsepower, but I do think they are also rear wheel drive, which kind of puts it at a disadvantage when it comes to actually launching it. But of course, you know, they both have insane like performance with everything. And coming back to this SVJ here, it's always interesting to see what license plates they have on this thing. So as you see here, this one is the common, if you know you know. Kind of interesting to see like the competition there with the SF90 where it said LOL SVJ, and this one here just says if you know you know. It'd be definitely a very cool race to see the SF90 with the SVJ here as well. Of course, here we got another SVJ. Nothing really too special with the license plate, of course. Just got a temporary tag on this one because I just bought it, not really. But of course we got this nice silver color on this one with a whole bunch of carbon fiber parts here as well. I would say if I was getting an SVJ, I would definitely prefer this green color right here. I just like how it pops a little bit more than the silver here. This right here is a $4.3 million Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport. And this is my first time ever actually seeing a Chiron in person. I have seen a Veyron, but never a Chiron. So this one definitely looks very good. You can see the wheels it has there, probably helps with the aerodynamics, all the carbon fiber parts there as well, including that huge spoiler in the back there as well. So we got the W16 quad turbo, I believe 1,500 horsepower on this one. And like I said, $4.3 million for this car. So definitely a pretty nice price tag. Get a good look at the back here. You can see that huge carbon fiber diffuser with the carbon fiber spoiler in the back there. And you can see a good view of the W16 back there as well with the quad turbo. Now, like I said, I do think it's 1,500 horsepower on this thing, and I think the top speed is like right under 300. I'm not sure on the exact number with that, but it's definitely very up there. And I've never heard one of these in person, but I've seen videos and they're definitely insane. So right here is another car that I have never seen in person, the Ferrari F40, one of the most legendary Ferraris pretty much ever built. Don't know anything about this car except that it's a super desirable and very legendary Ferrari here. So I'm going to give you guys this front look here as well. I definitely do like how these things look. We've got a back view as well here later on, but I want to show you guys what this thing looks like. So of course we got the headlights right there, and then I think the pop-up lights right there as well. So definitely a very cool looking Ferrari, the F430. First time seeing it, like I said, so definitely a very good first impression for me. So here's the back view of the F40. Definitely I do prefer the front end look of the F40, but of course the back view of this thing definitely looks very good as well with the nice spoiler there. And you can see pretty much every single part of the engine here. You can see the see-through engine compartment right there, and you kind of have like the grill in the back that you can basically see everything in there. So you also got the tri-exhaust in the back too. So definitely a very good looking car, especially for its age here. Definitely aged very well. Here we got the all-new Lamborghini Urus Performante with a whole bunch of carbon fiber parts here. Now, to be honest, I didn't even know the Performante trim level existed for the Urus. I thought it was just the Huracan. But as you guys see here, it definitely does look a whole lot better. Has a lot more aggressive body lines, as you see, and a lot more carbon fiber parts as well. Then right next to it, we got the Huracan STO right here. Of course, looking very good as well. Got a super aggressive body on this one. Have that hood scoop on the top, or the roof scoop. So yeah, definitely very good looking cars here from Lamborghini. All right, sitting in a brand new Supra here. Let's see what this feels like. So first impressions here, it's actually not as small as I was expecting. Let's see, trying to adjust the seat down here and it's not moving. So I definitely would not be sitting like this because I can barely even reach the pedals, but this is actually pretty cool. The windshield definitely is pretty small, as you guys can see. Not too much actual visibility here, and a huge blind spot in the back right there. So definitely seems like this would be a very fun vehicle to, like, you know, cruise around like twisty road stuff and like mountain roads. Has paddle shifters here, so not a manual, but I'm sure this thing would still be a whole bunch of fun to cruise around on twisty roads. Here we got the all-new Nissan Z in this nice blue color. Definitely a fan of what this thing looks like. Take a look on the passenger side here first and see how much room there is here. I definitely am a fan of this blue interior here as well. You guys can see we got the shifter here. Try this with my left hand, see what it feels like. All right, that's pretty cool.
Can't see much, unfortunately, but
no, it's pretty nice. V6 twin turbo. Oh, man.
400 horsepower, 350 torque.
Take a look at the driver's seat here, what this feels like. All right, so this one is a manual, like I was saying. Let's see if I can move this seat up. I can't. See what this feels like. Feels pretty good shifting it. Definitely would make a very fun car. Very comparable to the Supra as well, with the amount of visibility that you get down here and kind of like the seating angle, especially with the blind spot back there too. You got a pretty big one, but I mean overall it's very similar to the Supra, and like we were saying, 400 horsepower twin turbo V6, so definitely a direct competitor to the Supra. But I think, in my opinion, I would prefer getting the Supra over the Z here. A super nice old 1979 Toyota Land Cruiser here. Really nice body, and as you guys can see, this one is built for SEMA, so we can't actually look inside. You can see on the body it's made to look like it's kind of rusty here. Don't think it's real, but if we look at the front bumper here, got a huge winch. Got a nice light bar there as well. Definitely like the look of this truck here. So here we have the all-new C8 Z06 right here, and then right here we have the base model Stingray C8. A bunch of people here, so I can't really get you guys a good shot of these cars, but this is my first time actually seeing the Z06 in person. Definitely looks very good, has a lot of road presence here on the road, and definitely is a lot better than the Stingray in my opinion here. Now obviously it would be for, you know, I don't know how much they actually cost, but they're definitely a lot more than the base Stingray obviously. So of course you got the 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8, 670 horsepower, naturally aspirated, has a huge spoiler in the back, a bunch of aerodynamic parts in the front with those big canards. Get a good look at the back here, see the quad exhaust tips right there in the center. I definitely think that's a huge upgrade from the two on the sides like the base Stingray had. So you can get a good look at the spoiler right here in the back. Very nice carbon fiber right there as well. Here we can get a good look at the front of the Z06. You can see it definitely does look a lot wider than the Stingray. And you got those carbon fiber canards right there in the front. So definitely a good looking car. Here we got the all new Raptor R. So basically a Ford Raptor F-150 with the GT500 engine, the 5.2 liter supercharged V8, I believe 760 horsepower. Which I'm very glad Ford actually decided to put a V8 back in the Raptor. All right, inside the Raptor R here, let's see what this thing feels like. Definitely feels like, you know, definitely feels like a Baja truck for sure. Definitely a lot of space on the inside here. Nice Alcantara and leather on the seats right here. A lot of room in the back as well. Definitely a very well-equipped truck here, and like I said, definitely very excited that Ford decided to put a V8 back in the Raptor here. Right here we got the all-new Ford Bronco Raptor. Now this thing is definitely a lot bigger in person than I would have expected just from looking at pictures. I know I made a video about this comparing it to the 392 Wrangler, and I gotta say this thing definitely does look a lot bigger in person. Like I said, definitely comes with obviously 37-inch tires from the factory. Definitely wish that Jeep would have done that with the 392, but of course you do have to upgrade to the Extreme Recon package to even just get 35s. The base one comes with 33, so let's see how this thing feels on the inside. Heading to the inside of the Bronco Raptor here, let's see what this thing feels like. Definitely feels high quality. You know, I like the seats here as well with the Alcantara plus the leather inserts. Like the carbon fiber inserts right here as well with the huge LCD screen. Has paddle shifters and also carbon fiber here on the steering wheel as well. So definitely looks pretty good, but of course, as you guys know, I'm a V8 guy and I definitely would stick with the 392 Wrangler as opposed to the Raptor R, but definitely a good option here as well. It's sitting in the Wrangler 392 now. So as you guys know, we do have one of these ordered with the Hydro Blue with the Extreme Recon package. So this one definitely looks pretty good on the inside here. So you got the four-wheel drive selector with the gear shifter here as well. So definitely a very high quality interior. You got the nice touchscreen there as well with the paddle shifters here. So, you know, obviously the whole point of this Jeep is with the 6.4 liter V8. So definitely super excited to get one. And yeah, of course, a direct competitor to the Bronco Raptor as well. But as you guys know, this one is a V8, which is the whole thing that sets it apart from the Bronco. Get a good look right there at the 392 6.4 liter V8 right there. The way you can tell it's a 392 is by these bronze accents right here. So the base Rubicon has red ones and the 4xe has blue ones. And then of course with the 392, like I said, they do have the bronze accents all around the vehicle here. Another Mark V Supra here. This one of course is on bags and BBSs. So this one's obviously modified here as well. Got a nice carbon fiber hood on this one too. See how low to the ground this thing sits. But I definitely am a pretty big fan of how this thing looks, especially from the back with that duckbill spoiler there as well. Also carbon fiber. Take a quick walk around here, see what this thing looks like. They also do have a Mark IV Supra down there that we're going to go ahead and take a look at as well, but definitely I'm a pretty big fan of this Mark V here, how it's built. Here we got the Mark IV Supra, definitely a little bit more rare than the Mark V that we just saw. But this one here, of course, is also a turbo. You can see the nice diffuser there with that huge exhaust pipe in the back as well. Got those nice neon green accents. Not sure how I feel about those, but, you know, obviously it's still a Mark IV Super Turbo. So definitely a highly desirable vehicle here as well. Definitely subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to drop those down in the comment section below. If you guys have any video suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future, also drop those down in the comment section below. And if you guys liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.